What is going on, everyone? It's Sean from All Things EV, and this video is all about what appears to be a significant Model S and X update coming very, very soon. This comes as no surprise to people in the Tesla community or people who follow Tesla pretty closely. In fact, Electric published an article about a year ago in July of 2018 indicating that Tesla had plans to update or refresh the interior of the Model S and X. The renderings that they published show a single display in the middle of the dash. The renderings also indicate that the redesigned HVAC system that currently is in the Model 3 will also be in the Model S and X. Electric did indicate in this article that the source that they received these renderings from said that this update was to come later in 2019. Well, it appears to be that this insight from almost a year ago seems to be coming to fruition. Let me tell you a couple of more reasons why I think this is true. Several people had reached out directly to Elon Musk recently stating that their tours of the Fremont factory had closed down or been canceled. Elon Musk responded to one of those people stating that the factory was in the process of being upgraded. Now, anytime that Tesla upgrades a factory line, that usually indicates that they are in the process of updating their vehicles. Just 5 days later, CNBC publishes an exclusive article stating internal employees saying that Tesla is actually in the process of updating their manufacturing lines for the Model S. They state that this update to the Model S should start production in September of 2019. This also lines up with that July 2018 article from Electric. Now, if that wasn't convincing enough, my friend Kim from the YouTube channel Like Tesla published what I think is probably the clearest insight of this pending update to Model S and X. She said that she spoke with a man that has worked with Tesla for what she said was on the better half of 10 years to get some of this insight. Now, my gears actually started turning when she talked about this. A man who has worked with Tesla, closely with Tesla, for 10 years. Now, there's not very many people that have worked closely with Tesla for on the better half of 10 years and would have this detailed of insight. So my mind started turning and I did a little bit of research, and my guess is, and this is just a total wild guess, I have no insight into this, that Kim spoke with Franz von Holzhausen. Let me tell you why. Kim said that Tesla has been testing this reworked Model S and X in high heats like the desert. It will have a tri-motor design with a smaller motor in the front and two standard motors in the rear. This update will bring over 400 miles for the Model S and nearing 400 miles for the Model X. It will be a lighter, larger battery pack. In fact, she specifically said that it would be 350 pounds lighter. This was, quote, an entirely new battery design, she said. This update will finally bring the S and X to parity with Model 3 charge rate of 250 kilowatts. The interior will look a lot like the Model 3, and we will potentially see them as early as Q3 of this year. Now, I encourage you to go watch Kim's video after this. I'll put a link in the description so you can go take a look at that and get a little bit better insight directly from her, who she appears to have spoken with a source that has very detailed insight of this pending update. So I've now covered some of the press or stories around this. I want to talk about why I believe that this S and X update is very imminent. The first one is Model S and X sales actually have been down for quite a while. Those sales of the Model X are only down 10% year to date compared to the same 2018 window. Model S is down 32%. That means the S is on track to only do 15,000 units this year at their current pace. To give you some context for how off that is, last year they sold more than 25,000 Model S. Now, if you're looking at this graph, you might see that Q1 and Q2 traditionally, consistently are lower than Q3 and Q4. So to me, this is good timing. If Tesla's going to make an update to S and X, why not come out with these new vehicles when traditionally most people are buying Teslas. The other reason why I think that this Model S and X update makes a lot of sense is because these two cars have really taken a backseat to the Model 3 with features that redesign the HVAC system, the 250 kilowatt charge rate. With Tesla's recent update to the S and X suspension and range, it appears Tesla is putting their flagship vehicles back in the driver's seat of luxury. I think this very well could be the reason why we have seen a significant drop in Model S sales in particular. Model X sales haven't dropped as significantly as Model S, but it appears to be that this is a good timing to sort of re-energize the Model S and X lines. One of the other factors that could be playing into the drop in sales for the Model S and X is just more competition. There's more options to choose from, though I don't think that the competition quite compares in terms of specs, performance, range, etc. There's definitely more options to select, and an update to the Model S and X could make it even more compelling for people who are in the market for a high-end luxury electric vehicle to go Tesla over Audi, Jaguar, Mercedes, BMW. Now, Model S and X sales are only down 22% year to date in comparison to the same window in 2018. So if indeed there is a major update to the Model S and X, that could be enough to not only catch them up, but push them ahead, especially coming into Q3 and Q4, where Tesla sales are typically the strongest. What are your thoughts on this potential Model S and X update? Does this hold any weight, or is it typical Tesla rumor mill? Sound off in the comments down below. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch everyone on the next video.